Thank you very much, guys. Intense cast on the day. Rabbits, it's supposed to be cats, and then the gangsters. Woo!
What we learned is Pulse probably shouldn't reference movies that are about twice as old as he is, because I don't remember there ever being a white rabbit in a James Bond film, nonetheless.
But I do think it's quite topical for Pulse, because if he was going to do his best Dr. Evil impression, I think that's probably the animal of choice. Right.
It would be. This game, though, just to pick up on something you said during the game, James, that what we saw was the expected level of lane swaps coming out of H2K and just the way they like to play the game early.
Yeah, it was totally standard for what we've come to expect from H2K when it comes to the early phases of the lane swap. There was a moment where they were kind of given an opportunity in the mid lane as well, where this is a nice setup of play here from Odoamne, where they're trying to get the Gragas cask into the taunt from Rammus, but a little bit of miscommunication from H2K. This has become somewhat less expected, but this all took place after a period of play where they were trying to get the inhibitor tower because there was the opportunity. It was like, oh, we don't normally get to push this far up. So H2K tried to overstep a little bit. Betsy came in for the save. A little rough around the edges, but generally good. Yeah,
exactly. And I also think just a momentary lack of concentration maybe from the H2K members. Immediately after that, they just pushed the mid game and multiple lanes over and over and over. Every single time TP was available there for Odo, he came rolling in, taunted a target, pulled the threat, and it was just very simple and very clean. I actually want to reiterate what Deficio was saying on the caster desk about how H2K as a team, they're not brawlers. They do like to push you aside, knock over your turrets, and then walk away. They try to play clean, they try to play safe. And they're just demonstrating their very, very good shot calling and very good understanding of the map and the meta at the moment.
Yeah, methodical win once again for them. On the other side, ROCCAT now out of playoff contention, fighting for 7th. And some issues, pick and ban highlighted by Deficio to start off with.
Yeah, and not really a surprise. ROCCAT have had a rough split. They have had multiple substitutions. You know, it's interesting because they started week 1 on such a high, knocking over Vitality and really surprising a lot of people, but then just very easily figured out. As a team, they now need to very realistically set their sights on the promotion tournament or on the rest of their games, which are going to be very challenging, to avoid it if at all possible, much like Giants have done. Giants pulled their roster together and said, let's look forward, let's look to summer split. Now the final nail is in the coffin as far as playoff dreams are concerned. But yeah, we're just going to see what ROCCAT can do in the last 3 games of the split.
I'm still also keeping my eyes now on comparing them to some of the challenger teams. Pulse mentioned it. Copenhagen Wolves and Huma have made their way into a spot that they'll be the 2 teams regardless of the Challenger Series finals results. I'm still not sure exactly where to place now all of the bottom teams of LCS and the challenger teams, because it was unexpected. So we're in this situation where I actually don't know yet who's better than the others, because we have to see more games.
I don't even know how to judge the challenger team.
Exactly.
Because going into playoffs, it was meant to be Inspire and Millennium that were winning, and then both of the 2 semi-final teams lose.
Yeah.
In ridiculous fashion as well. Like it's actually unreal. And it's going to be very interesting to see which team shows up when we get to the promotion tournament, but that is still about a week and a half, 2 weeks away.
And ROCCAT isn't locked in that yet. They are fighting for 7th place. And as we speak, the Unicorns of Love are gearing up to face Origin, who need to shake off their IEM performance if they want to make playoffs. They only need 1 win, though, so it's looking quite likely. We'll look at what's at stake after this.
Sure that ROCCAT are winning this trade against Odoamne. They're going to wait until the Tremors are done. And yeah, they're hitting him. And now that he's forced to hit him with the taunt, I think he comes back down and Odoamne headbutts him to death. ROCCAT coming into the engage on the back line. Freddy's there, lands the dredge line, but the team isn't quite there yet. Odoamne is a one-man armadillo able to zone away the entirety of ROCCAT. He's coming in. Betsy's going out. And Forgiven, he had been blinded, but the rest of the team does too much damage by themselves. Jankers is on the front lines, knocks Tabs into the team. Great ultimate coming in from him. All the flashes are used. They just want the kill on Tabs here.